Hello, everybody. It's kind of like heavy energies right now, and been purging a lot. And I don't know what the divine wants to do with all this, but sharing a process which is very deep. That I've been looking into the issues. Why there is no so many unions? Why the people are not united? Why did the things are goes on? And connecting all this situations all the way down into the karmic situations, to the karmic issues, to the human based and everything. What it's missing in all this is the balance. Balance inside of it, balance it with everything is balanced. Your spirituality, your personality, your emotions, your development within yourself. So basically, there is no internal conflicts anymore. But talking about why there is no so many unions, it is about that it's come to a point when in the karmic situations in there, you have to choose your partner. You're doubting if that is going to be the right husband, wife into the treaty in there. And without doubt, if you have not clear back then from within yourself, you're going to drag in all this within your spirituality, within your spiritual world, within your twin flames. But you're going to face all this from within. Here, I want to give you the key in there. The safest place with all this is when you put your partner in the hands of God. That is the safest place where they can be. That is it, the safest place that you are leading in there. If you're divine feminine, this is going to be the time that you within the soul have to understand the trust within your divine masculine partner that they lead you to God. That it is the absolute path in there for the union. While the divine masculine energy, it is you to bring yourself and your partner into the divine. But they're working both together of understanding this. So with that being said, this is going to be a little bit advanced going on in there. I don't know. I feel sometimes like, you guys know me. So talking about this, let me recognize the people who so far here in the chat. And Pallavi, thank you for coming in. Grande, thank you. Andrea, which is Lulu, hi. Lydia, Irina, hi. Erica, thank you for coming in. Rich, my brother. CF, thank you for being here. Watch my six. Nady Show, hi. Thank you for coming in. Victor, thank you for having this small sacred group. Quality, reality over quantity. Actually, yes. I understood that back in the days. And Victor, thank you for this. And Elizabeth, thank you for coming in. Probably there's going to be some more people are coming in. It's so strange, when I sometimes you're in this. Uh, what was that? It will come to me that video, that movie person is going to come up in my mind because so much is going on at the same time. It is when you have reviews of things that it have to be clean, it have to be removed, it have to be choices. Choices with what? Okay. And when I'm looking at into these unions that's supposed to happen, the knowledge, the informations, the new energies that are coming in, and they ask for these unions, they asking for this new energies to be, it's coming in. It is that we have to look at it inside of us and work within the human mind. Your human mind that is been in the karmic situations, you still have that human mind either in the soulmate. You still kind of like battling in there. You will still have that human mind inside of it in the twin flame. which is actually that it is still a separation thinking. You're still in a separations mentality. You're still in a separation psychology within you, still in a separations situations in there. While when you look at it within your soul, the soul already know the path of the union. The soul knows anything. The mind is separated, creates two different opinions, good and bad, and from there you can separate the masculine, feminine. You can create all the separations. You actually can think of separations, never unified. Separations only lead to understanding why not in the union. That is it, the deepest wisdom from within. But since we are here and now, we're dealing with processing things that people separated long time ago from within themselves, from generations. And it's so heavy on the twin flames because they're carrying that within themselves. They have to process that separations. They have to process these things that are in there. Uh, so a lot of the things that actually is coming and why the people are not in the union, it is that most of the people they come to the point of uh, it was very funny. It was given to me the vision of like what's going to happen, why there is no so much what it's called power couple. Talking about two people who work for the divine in there. What is the reason? What was the situations? What is there is not like this? Okay. And they asked me to go ahead and look for it. And the only thing that they gave me as a vision is like Dio, thinking about Mother Teresa and Dalai Lama, are powerful on their own selves. But what could have happened if they were merged? I was like, come on, is there any more riddles in all this energies? There is more reasons in there, and there you'll find out. So funny that is because those riddles we solve them pretty kind of like interesting in that way. Because when you're walking into that path where you walked before, you maybe walked in a karmic situations, you walked through this. Maybe you walked in situationship, maybe you walked in a soulmate relationships, maybe you walked within your twin flame in there, but that is the same path. It's not a different path. If you think it is a different path, there isn't of this. The path of the relationship is the path of the relationships. Okay, you may pay attention to certain things, and all of those certain things when you have even in the new relationship, you're going to see them. You're going to see them in the path to union. You think you're going to see something different? No, you don't. You will see. You will know what I'm talking about within this. But I want to talk to you about these reasons why there is not so many unions. Because most of the time, the people choose their personal development or over the sacrifice of the union development. And the personal development, the things that you want, and so on, your spiritual ego is involved in there. That spiritual ego of the things inside that says, I am. You need to understand that within the union, we is more appropriate to use within communications. We're doing this, we work this, we're together, we're getting in this, we work on that, and we've been talking, and I so appreciate it, and so on. You will understand the portions within the language. But as I'm talking about to you right now, is look at inside of you. What was your doubt when you had a karmic relationships? What did you have to do? You had to sacrifice yourself to make the choice to be with that person. You're like, you know what? Well, maybe this and that and so on, but I'm gonna close, which is they call the blind date. You know, I'm talking about day 2 was about like you're not worried about it, getting married, right? But talking about this in a soul relationships is the same thing. You walk into that path to evolve together, to walk within together. And when you more and more walking into that path, you're getting into the twin flame relationships. Then you're going into even the harder case. You're going into the divine partnerships in there. And exactly there at the divine partnership, you are going to face that staring in the dead bull's eyes inside of it. That is a before you choose that union. That is a when you actually getting into these positions inside of it that you sacrifice your own spiritual ego, yourself, for the path of choosing the divine. That is going to be a one key in there that some of you is not going to be able to comprehend. But when you are ready, you're going to be finding that from within you. The key to the divine is the balance. Balance within love. Nothing is overdoing. Nothing. So look at it within you. This, you're going to be really seeking at things from the way they are. And you're going to find out what is the damage that has been done down the line. Talking about all the way down to the beginning for it, all the way down in there. You also may going to find the visions of making the new earth. That is a visions that you see how the new flower pops up from the ground. You put in the new seeds in there. Didn't know what it was all about that, but I watched the movie Noah. Kind of like some things came up to me, but I don't know things yet. Still gonna be discovering things. But I'm telling you that within yourself, inside of you, first of all, you have to prepare yourself on your own. Don't depend on your partner. Don't depend on anything from within, because that is it gonna be when the divine is gonna be talking to your partner, not you. Otherwise, it's programming. Okay? Your only job as a divine masculine will be of one thing: you to point the directions towards God. Your divine feminine situation will be it is to follow it, but not follow it behind you, like there is a God, man, and a woman. No, they're all three working together to that path. And you will understand the purpose of this triangle: your partner, you, and the divine. There is no separations. You're working together with the divine into the path of the union. The divine always leads you to this. So somebody messaged me today. It's like, Dio, I haven't connected with you in a long time, and so on. And how are you doing? And things like this. And he was like, I gotta get back into, I gotta get back into the twin flame. I'm like, yeah. Are you running from the twin flame path? You can't run from what you are. Once you awaken, you can't go back. You try to run, you try to, all you do is prolonging the pain. All you do is escaping the journey. All you do is escaping things. You will understand that during of this process inside of you, you don't want to repeat the mistakes from the past, because you're doing one thing: wasting time. Yours personally, divine from within, and within your partner, you're going to understand certain things inside of it. And this is why some of the people, they're not in the union, because they're trying to escape. And if you're trying to escape the divine path is going to come back to you soon or later inside of you. By giving you energies and a heads up that the new energies are asking us from within us right now. So in these positions, you may gonna feel like drained. You're gonna be feel like purge or something is there, but you're gonna find something very interesting inside of you, that during all these processes, they're going to be happening kind of like a combine at the same time. I'm talking about you will understanding the separations and you will understand the unifications at the same time. You're going to be gaining the wisdom, the energies, and at the same time, the other stuff, they're going to be removed from you. You're going to feel drained. And that draining maybe look like your partner is separated from you, maybe your partner running from you, all these human-based situations. But when you look at it inside of your soul, you will find the separations between your 3D and a 5D. And when we're talking about these transformations within yourself, you are the one who's going to make a balance within everything. Don't overdo 3D and don't overdo 5D. And within that point, this situations from within inside of you, it's going to create this balance. And that balance is actually what is going to bring the balance between you and your partner, because there will be no spiritual ego in there. And then there's going to be the secret. Every secret is going to be given it to you. That's all I know so far. That is all I see is just in trouble with the speed and light. But what is that all about? I still don't know yet. But when I find out, you guys know, I'm going to let you know. You know how that goes. So right now, I'm going to stop. And if you guys have some questions, I'm ready to pay attention to the chat. And Pallavi, exactly. Let him in the divine be. Just let them be in the things will be unfold. However it needs to be. This attitude will transform everyone better. I feel exactly, Pallavi. Actually, this is the most dignity that you can do. Because when the divine talks into the divine partner that you have, they're talking to them. Because they will tell them what they need to know about their part of the creations. The same thing from within you. The masculine gonna create this authority within the wisdom in there. Erica, have a good one. Enjoy. Hopefully I'm gonna hear back from you later on for it. Just Erica, remember, inner peace. Okay. And to go back into this that is it the right way. Because the only way the divine feminine will believe that you're leading her to God when a God talking to her, he's your man. It's the same thing around. Okay. So look at it inside of all this. You need to understand that without the divine, you're not getting it. Some of the people want to know who their twin flame is, but they've been asking the wrong people, the wrong energies, the wrong situations. They're acting on the base of their human mind that's still processing the informations inside of it. It's hard to choose right. It's hard to choose the divine. More of it is to choose your own self. More is about to choose the things inside of it. But when you're understanding this, he has to have the balance and the boundaries within everything. Okay? But the healthy way, do it right within the divine. A lot of to be processed in there, but it's gonna come in because it's not easy to change yourself, change your mind overnight. I mean, I've been more in a meditation sleep state than anything in what we're talking about in the last maybe ever since I came back from the United States. I've been like this, maybe even a little bit before that. So hi Andreas, thank you for coming in. So you are gonna find out these things inside there, because only through this process you're learning things. They're very advanced, by the way. Sometimes I wonder, how I am getting all this. I understand this, but that's how I'm built. So I stopped questioning it once I decided, like, there you go. That's how I am built. That's what I am built. That's what I'm doing. My purpose inside of me. So Pallavi, yes, exactly. That's how it goes. I didn't even want to be think about other except myself. Um, when you think about you, okay, when you think about you, what is it, the process within you that is going on? And when you look at it more deeply within that, Pallavi, I'm going to put you on a spot here about this. Okay, what do you do? You can be a spiritual woman out there. You can be talking about everything. You can do all this and so on. But that is it, the wisdom you carry within you. Can you imagine you combined your spiritual intuitions within you with the wisdom you got as a feminine together with the spiritual intuitions of the masculine, and both of you combined, you actually have the perfect puzzle picture and give it to the people as a relationship. That is what divine union does. That is the purpose in there. Okay, but I'm not putting you on a spot to make you feel bad. I'm talking about just when you look at it sometimes only for myself, you know. But if you think about other except myself, sometimes you may feel abandoned yourself from within you. And when you're looking at that abandonment from yourself from within you, are you abandoning your partner? Or it feels like you're abandoning your partner, or however that might be. So it is very transformative, transformational time, as you said in there. Sorry, my lips begin to hurt again. Don't know why. Have to look at it in this issues. I'm tired of that, by the way. But trying to see what's going on. Maybe because of the healing, the nerves are building right now. I don't know. But these times right now are precious. Yes, and it has been since the last year and so on. This is actually has been taken off like a spaceship. Like somebody put us on the spaceships. It's like, here you go. You go into this new universal school. You're gonna be learning these new things. The old things is gonna be taken out of you. You're gonna be creating a new earth, and you are gonna be doing some studies here, and you feel like too advanced for some of the things. And you will feel like that because that is at the path of evolution. So during into that path of evolutions, these things was gonna come into you. These things is gonna be greater for you, and you become this example. But when you become this example of this divine, do you know what's gonna happen in there? The people who cannot be you, they're gonna feel this old human mind energies inside. They're going to try to break your bubble. They're like, well, this is not possible. How did you achieve this? Nobody achieved this before. Nobody gets into this before. And this, what, is actually the path of the self-destruction of the humanity in there. This is the mind talking. And you're going to face this. But when you face this, what are you going to do? One thing, leave it into the hands of God. Every challenge that you have, if you cannot overcome it or you cannot fully understand it, ask for guidance. They will give you a guidance when it needs it. Don't force things. Don't force to understand so much because you maybe want to learn things, but the things that you need to learn, they're going to be revealed to you. They are on your path. And this is why sometimes the people, especially, they're going left and right of the road and they're wondering why they're not in the right path. This is because they're trying to still using the human mind instead of choosing the divine path. in there. Those are the roads in there. There was quite a few videos that was talking about the tree of life graphic that was posted in there. Look at it. There is so many lines in there. And this is why we're doing things in the same thing in circles and circle until it comes to a point that enough is enough. I'm not going around circles. I'm going to do this. And I choose to do this. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to do this. And that is a moment when you going to find all this within yourself, inside of it. So, Irina, I feel so lost on a twin flame path. I ain't able to settle my life. I never able to settle my life with someone else. If you cannot be within your own self, good, feeling love, being within love, Irina, this is a one path you need to understand to feel comfortable within you. But you have to develop things from within yourself. Self-development is empowerment. Until you're ready to be with someone, you're gonna know when it's ready for someone to be. You're gonna know about it. And this it is about that. If you focus and settle with someone because of any other reason, but you're not ready for it, whatever you're gonna settle down will crush. It's gonna be a tower after tower after tower. This is what I'm talking about. You're going around the circles, the same repeating patterns. You have to break the patterns. The only person who can break the patterns is you. Then once you break in the patterns in there, you evolve, you're ready, then you can go in there. So, Grande, I believe that everything is within us, and we are meant to find what we are looking for within ourselves. It's not outside of ourselves. No, it's not an outside. Everything is inside of your soul. Everything is inside of your mind. Everything is inside of your emotions, your energies, your spirituality in there. Everything is in you. You are the reflections, and your actions are reflections of you. Your actions out in the world, they're your reflections within your true self. You're not in true within you, guess what? You're not going to be doing true things out in the world. And then you're going to feel bumped down or lower down, or this doesn't happen, that is doesn't happen, and so on and so on. But everything, if you look within inside of yourself, you look at it within the divine, you're going to find out the patience that comes in of understanding, that understanding divine time. So yes, Andres, Dio, I've been solo 9 months, took a big jump, and still going forward. Actually, yes, people who are developing themselves and they jumping, they're crossing over their own personal journey, their their own personal hoops, cross over the bridge, and so on within the path of the divine. They're looking for, like you, Andres, they're looking to arrive in the front of the gate of the truth to cross over with partner. That's what this is gonna go. You also can be put in there, and if your partner is already there. So it all depends on it. But I think you know what I'm trying to tell you. I think you know what are you doing this by being going forward solo. Because when you traveled with other partners, they distracted, they removed you. There was things, there were situations that you did not arrive to that road. Now you're getting there by yourself with the self-love from within you. That is a one of the paths that you're actually going in there. Let me know if I'm wrong. Pallavi, thank you. Yes, that makes sense, dear. We all have for freedom and choices, and only divine can show us the right way. Amen. Amen. Amen to that, because of um, divine knows what they're doing. even if we don't. We're all going to have a clouds, shadows of a doubt. We're all going to have questions. We're all going to have things. But the wisdom that it's carrying right now with during in those spatial times, guys, that we are sharing, even though right now the processes are, I mean, the energies currently are, we're all feeling it. Okay. We're all feeling it. Don't tell me that you don't, because I know that those people who are within the energies, the feeling that the path is for the separation, but separations of what? Separation from your spiritual ego, separations from the hard things, choosing the right things, separations from the mind and the soul inside of it. You can go back, unify things. Okay. So, yeah. Why twin flame so lonely for me? Twin flame path, it's sometimes lonely for many people because some people doesn't choose the partner. Some people choose themselves. That is the spiritual mind from within themselves. Personal agendas, personal growth, personal development, personal things, not we things is in there. But there's gotta be a balance if your partner needs to develop in the personal things. But that is a leading of the path of interdependence. It's still we. When you know what your partner do and your partner know what you do, it's we. We know what's going on in there. But when we talking about those situations in there, at some point, that we part is you. We part between your heart, your mind, your soul, and the divine is we. You have to find that we first before you find the we with the divine. I mean, if you think about sex, sex is not everything. Spiritual intimacy is something more different to even understand from within the people. There is so much mysteries out there that you need to understand around that spiritual intimacy. There's energies inside of it. I don't even want to open that subject so much in there. We're not even, most of the humans are not involved into this. Until you, as a divine masculine, don't understand to respect the human body with your soul, and the feminine to learn that they have to give up themselves to the masculine energies to receive the seed, because that seed brings the tree to life, because they are the environment. You can have all the sex in the world, but you're gonna miss that part within your soul. And that's why some of the people, they never satisfied within physical. They go from one partner to another partner to third partner to fourth partner. Some even crossing the lines and have mutual partners and so on and so on, trying to satisfy, thinking that this is the satisfactions. People have been trying to do this for thousands of years, you know, still hasn't looked at it in the right place in their soul. So sex is not outside of us. Okay. First of all, you build the right intimacy values inside of you. But you understand, by making mistakes, you gotta allow yourselves to make mistakes in there from within. Pallavi, I think I said myself. I meant I don't say yes or no. Go with the flow and the balance myself. Exactly. Balance is the key. Yes, just sex doesn't mean nothing. Spiritual aspect as a main physical sex is byproduct, physical manifestations of other than everything. Let me show you the tree of life, guys. Most of you are not gonna know what this is. see the tree of life? That's made by nature. It's in the human body. That is a development there. There is a similar trees of lives in the both feminine and masculine bodies. But what do you see is the questions. What are you looking at within the bodies? In there. Mhm. The masculine is the tree that gives the fruit. The feminine is taking that fruit and grow it to a tree that gives fruits. So that process in there. What I just show you, it's a body. It's the internal side of the human body. Do you see that tree? That's what this is. But sometimes the things are the way they are. We're looking to unify everything that is under one roof. And that's what the path of the union is. That's what is so hard in the twin flames, to be in union, because they have to face more than the average human. They're facing more things. And this is why there is a few unions. They have to face healing karmas, families, their spiritual ego, their situations from within, the physical healing, and so on and so on, cultures and so on and so on. We are not talking about that they have to face the outside world, because the outside world knows what to do, like always been done in there. For it. So, granted, it's very important to be alone and learn to listen to yourself. It is the silence in the calm that will give you the opportunity to get to know yourself. Actually, yes. Because when you're not looking for a relationship, when you're not looking at it anymore, you are just like, let it be to the divine, let it be to this part, let it be, not looking. If it's something is going to be, it's going to be attracted by itself, because I put the divine within me. Divine is going to attract the partner to it. I'm not going to do that. It takes a power to take your ego on a side and choose the divine at this moment. And you're not worried about it. Okay? And this is why it's very good to listen yourself. And inside of the silence, there is a voice who's leading you. And when you know yourself, when you know what your ability, capability, your gifts from the divine, and everything that you have inside of you, now you're ready to use that, everything from within you. So good job, Grande. Andrea, thank you for a smiling face. Christine, hi, dear. Okay, when I stay alone, I stay crying, I stay please. Peace and a peace. Again, crying and a peace. Crying is healing, Christine. It is actually comes in with all this. So you should be. Andrea, I've managed to celebrate 7 years in my past. I guess it is what it is. That is it, actually. It's a self preservance. But during the 7 years periods in there, those 7 years, if you look within, that is a attention to the astrology. That is a you moving from Aries into Libra. And after usually the 7th year, you know what to choose. You live into the divine to give you a partner. So maybe pretty soon, Andrea, you may be gonna look in it and live and live everything into the divine about this. Everything about this. As long as you trust it, the divine. This is going to be like a the call, making the call to the divine. Divine know who's your partner. Your human ego, your human mind, your human energies, and so on, they can think about what they think about. But when the divine knows and the divine tells you, after that is entirely up to you what you're going to do. Exactly. Christine, I knew what I want and I know when it will be. Happy be same on the 29th. What's on 29th of May? That was the beginning. That was the triggers on the 29th of May. There was the time there was this Lilith area, Lilith Mars energy that was very, very hard. Irina, why twin flames must giving to each other energy if they're not happy by themselves? Very good question. Actually, that is it, the support to each other. That is it, the time of this happiness in there. That is it, what this connections is. The internal happiness that it's within them. Because the real happiness is when they're together and they're together with the divine. I wish some of you to taste that. You have no idea how much I want you to taste that with the partner. If anything I'm gonna wish to you some days, you guys to have it, is that to be home. I'm wishing it to you guys. I really do. So this is a that at home, because the supportive partner is crucial. Because without the supportive partner, the one side always gonna be lagging in there. You're kind of like a walking within one leg. Okay. Back in the days, the twin flames, that was about that the humans was designed with two heads, with four legs, four hands, until God decided to separate them. And ever since then, they're still looking for each other to unite in there. But when you look at into to the energies, those are the masculine, divine, masculine and feminine energies unified under the divine. That is a not to have codependency needs, that's to have the interdependence needs. Okay, the independence needs is different than the codependence. The codependence are based of the demand, while the interdependence needs are based of the need for evolution. So you're gonna have to make a difference between those two. Sooner or later, you're gonna find it out. You know what I mean? You're gonna find out the difference between them, because you don't find the difference between them. You're always gonna mistaking the one for the other. This is the power within the supportive partners when they understand these portions. So I'll answer much easier to hear when are you quiet, open listening, and I think it's very beautiful. Grande, yes, the inner peace is priceless, because sometimes people hear things but they don't listen. Sometimes they don't hear nothing, but there is answers within the silence. Sometimes the silence is the loudest voice you can hear from within yourself. Usually people meditate to do this quite often, to hear that within themselves, to hear and to zip it up that portions of the mind, because the mind, when it's calmed, the soul speaks. So it's beautiful within there. Irina, I'm older now. I never had a happiness after losing my twin. Uh, why did you lose him, Irina? Is the question. Would you look at it inside of yourself before you blaming your twin flame? Would you look at the inside of yourself? Why did you lose him? Maybe it wasn't the right twin flame that you are thinking that maybe this is your twin flame. Did you ask the divine? Because the divine would have told you. You can feel it with your own desires that that may be your own twin flame. But the divine told you. These are the questions. My ego played big role. I ran away from fear. If you have fear, you have no love. Actually, running from fear, it's immaturity, kind of like a soul situations in there. And understanding that your ego played a big role out of a fear and so on, just, yeah. This is why you have to learn to face your fears in your dead bull's eyes. I have no fear. I'm built for this. I'm meant for this. They're both, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, will face the fears one way or another. Maybe whatever is in divine time, you're going to face their fears inside. But if you have a fear, you have no love. If you have no love, what do you have? So this is a something, Irina, you have to look inside of you. Sorry, I want Hugo. You please. I don't understand what this is, Christine. Grande, the union in ourself must be the first priority. Exactly, no matter what. The soul is the one we have to get to know. Yep. That's a very good progress, Grande. Pallavi, I feel empty in a good ways. It's nice. Yes, that emptiness, it feels good. Exactly. Quick question. Is there such a thing feeling like I'm a parallel to my counterpart? Is that related to anything? That could be, okay, that you guys working with and all this, because sometimes you separate, you go parallel with each other, then you meet again, crossing the lines inside of it. And you need to understand that the journeys, they're journeys. As long if that is a two straight lines, Pallavi, okay, there is two things can happen in there. Either the gravity is going to bring them together, or at some point they're going to cross again to see how they feel from within each other. This is sometimes you bumping into those people in your life to see what's new, what's going on, and what these things are. But every time you go in, if you things are not of balance, there is separations. If you things are balanced, you're ready, you do everything, then you're going forward. But people are afraid of the unknown. And if there is a fear of unknown, then you fear of what's coming. And you're looking and you study for it. Because right now we are in the path of the creations. We are recreating things. Because wherever the creations of the human mind got involved within the creations, the human mind, what it created, separations, wars, the worst sins. We are separated on all levels as a humanity on earth. We are separated by cultures, by religions. We are separated by skin colors, and so on and so on and so on. Wow, we all forgot. We all have souls. We all have one Mother Nature on Earth. We're living under the same sky. We are living in the same house called Earth. So, exactly. But if you feel empty from within you, that means that the purge that has been going on through the energies, Pallavi, that purge is actually help you to remove some of the things. And if you feel empty in those, uh, this means that it's been removed something, but you can feel another empty there. That is the empty when you go into a higher consciousness. And the old consciousness, you don't have access anymore. You're also gonna feel empty and drained. You can feel drained when somebody gets your energy and you give too much energies and you don't do the proper energies management. But you can feel drained because the old has been removed from within you. So look deep inside of it. There is a little. Thank you for clarifying. Yes, parallel straight lines. I saw them in the mind side. Better to feel empty again. We are all one on earth. Exactly. You're welcome, Pallavi. Grande, thank you. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it. Christine, Irina, he will come to you. You heal your twin. You must send signals that you love him, talks, things, and other things you have here from him that would aching. Remember, he will come to you. Better is he. Renee, hi. Thank you for coming in. And what I want to do, what I want to close with this, trust the divine within yourself. Oh wow, Pallavi. Thank you. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate the super chats in here. And thank you also for the people who donated into the PayPal in there. Appreciate that too. And what was about to say that you're gonna get the downloads on your part of the union. You're gonna know what your partner has to do within the union, but you're not gonna push for that union. Neither your partner is gonna push for that union. That union is gonna comes in when the both parties does the things naturally. I want you to put this inside of you guys. Okay? It's natural process of these evolutions. Some people, because of desperations, they're pushing themselves. They do a lot of learnings. They do a lot of study. They do a lot of things and so on. The study and the things that you need to know is been going to be given to you. Sometimes, as a masculine energy, you have to put your pride and ego and see what your feminine partner tries to tell you. Sometimes, the feminine has to look at it. These masculine energies are fleeting within the path inside. Confirmations. I'm not doing anything on that. But it is how it is, guys. I mean, that's how it goes, a little bit in this. I know these things are serious inside of it, but I want to leave you with one thing. It doesn't matter if you're divine feminine, divine masculine. You already understood that you have to unify those two energies within you. Stop disconnecting within your own self, within your true self inside of it, and lead to the divine. First on your own, and then with the partner who's going to join you on that quest. Because divine knows who is your partner, not you. Your human mind maybe have preferences maybe have things, physical body, physical appearance and ages, physical emotions, physical this, physical that. The energy has to be like this has to be like that. It's not gonna have the divine union peace. And without that union peace that it's together between you, your partner, and the divine, you will find a thing pointless. But when you get there, you're gonna love your partner just the way they are, as who they are. And you're gonna find the beauty within everything. You're gonna find the beauty within imperfections. All right, guys. That's all I'm leaving you with you. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being here. And I will see you tomorrow. I believe that tomorrow is going to be something. If you guys have any idea about topic or anything, please put it in the comments below or message me on Facebook or something that we are going to be discussing here. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And guys, be love, be at peace, and love you. Okay. Self-love first. That will trigger the love within divine. And everything else goes from that point. All right, guys. Be love. See you tomorrow. Here's the gifts of love. Take it as much as you need it, guys.